Hello, it is Lucy in the Sky with Dementia coming at ya. And I know this is a little bit different setup than I usually do, but hey, it's been a while. Missed you guys. But like I've said before, I don't make these stories up. So if I don't get a submission, I can't make a video. But what did happen was Lucy had a little encounter with a hun that I want to tell you about here. Now, I'm no longer able to work full-time. I don't want to say where I work, but it's a part-time job where I work with people who have disabilities. I'm a job coach, and I just they're people who are able to work, but they just need a little bit of extra support. And that's what I do for a living. And not that long ago, I was working with a lady with Downs, and she worked at a store that you have all heard of. I won't say it, but it's a very popular sporting goods store. And she worked the greeting right at the door at the greeting. And she loved it. She's worked there for 4 years. She has a great attitude. She loves her job. Well, a lot of times people will come in, and whether they know her or not, they'll be like, "Hey, how do you like your job?" And she'd be like, "I love it." Well, not long ago, a lady, I'd have to guesstimate she was a little bit older than me, came in, dressed weird. Most people come in t-shirts and jeans. This lady had on a very professional vest and, skirt. And she immediately came over to my client. And instead of the, "Hey, how do you like your job?" it was more of an accusative, "How do you like your job?" I stood behind my client flabbergasted because I knew what was coming. And this girl's like, she froze because she had never been asked in that manner before. But she eventually said that she loved it. And the lady said, "Well, you could make a lot of money from home." Lucy's heart is thumping. So you make a lot of money from home, and you can be independent. You don't have to work for a corporation. Now, my client looks over at me almost terrified. And I came over to her and I said, "What company?" And she did not expect the hostility, I assume. And she said, "Mary Kay?" And I laughed in her face. Keep in mind, my client, she doesn't wear makeup. So why this woman, I know why she came up to her. But how successful did she think she was going to be? Especially since Lucy was there. And I told this lady, "Look, she loves her job. Leave her alone. And good luck, hun." And she turned around and walked out. Never went through the actual store. Just went up to the greeter. I loved it. And I had to reassure my client that, because she still looks scared. I said, it's nothing, honey. She was just trying to sell you something, and it's something you would not be interested in. And she relaxed, but she was kind of on edge for the rest of the day. And yeah, that is my recent MLM story. Now, if you've got one that I will read out, as long as, like I said, it's not like I went to Mars and found an MLM, as long as it's real, I will read it out. My email is going to be down below. Feel free to contact me, and I hope to see you guys a lot more frequently. It's Lucy in the Sky with Dementia. Take it off.